passing a kidney stone?
I'm just trying to squeeze out all these episodes all at once. And
hey, at least you're not editing them.
Tell you what, man. Yeah, don't I fucking know it, because that's all. I gave over the editing duties to Glenn because I got a kid now and I don't have time. So
my gift to you is giving you more time to spend with your son.
Yeah, well, yes, thank you. It's more time to sleep, actually, because
Even better.
I'd be up until like 2 a.m. doing this shit instead when I need to go to bed.
I've dabbled in this over the years, but like I have learned just from this past couple weeks when we've been recording this stuff, it is a very labor-intensive process.
Yeah, like my time with my son seems the same because I can't just leave him. He'll either die or I will not go well with his mom if I just so.
Neither situation you want to happen, of course.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, this is that Star Trek show. Oh, squeezing out all these episodes for you people that really just can't get enough of the Star Wars shit.
What?
Star Trek. Oh, man.
Glenn, don't you dare cut that out.
Nope.
We caught him red-handed.
That's what happens when, well, longtime listeners to the Rules of Acquisition and other Kickers of Elves shit. Yeah, we do this shit all the time. We're not names, man. What are you gonna do? Star Wars, you know what I mean. Star Trek. I did it again.
What is happening?
Wait, do you know where you are right now?
Yes, I'm recording from my fucking bathroom.
That's why I asked if you were passing a kidney stone.
That's just me squeezing out all this podcast gold for everybody.
All this content!
Just dropping just loads of it.
I'm gonna edit in a toilet splash after
a little kerplunk. Yeah, I like it.
Like, I mean, and if you don't like the toilet humor here, it's like, well...
Oh, then fuck off.
I've got a 1-year-old in the other room, so it's shit. It's all shit all day for me, so don't faze me. I can go for days.
Wait, what's the show called?
What is the show called? I don't even know anymore. Is it still Star Trek Resignation? Or...
As far as I know.
The label we agreed on was that the greater show is called Star Trek Resignation, and the sub-label, while we're doing Lower Decks, is Under the Bridge. So for the current period we're doing, it is Under the Bridge.
I'm sick of changing the feed every time from Disco Home Companion to Camp Picard Lay Wait to Under the Bridge. So, we might just have one regular thing, and for each show we'll change. We'll call it something different. But
exactly.
Just so the podcast feed.
And we'll have new artwork for everything.
Or not, you'll see what you get, but yeah, probably.
Oh, we better. I spent a long time on that stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's all clip art, right? No.
It is clip art, lovingly...
Oh, we don't even have art for this yet. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's behind the scenes. Hey, Glenn, I hope you can edit all this shit down, because, Oh,
I will.
Make it sing, all right? Because, yeah.
I'm particularly proud of an episode where I chopped off like 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's just, them's the breaks. That's what comes with
it.
Yep. Anyways, what's this episode called? This is Lower Decks. This is a cartoon one called Lower Decks. This is Under the Bridge. You maybe heard our awesome theme song that I haven't heard yet.
It's coming. It's soon. Yeah. Soon, baby.
It's there. Everybody heard it.
Everybody heard it. Yeah, they know.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, you have heard it.
Yeah. So, in this episode, we're in episode 4 called A Moist Vessel. Is that right?
That is the title is Moist Vessel.
All right. So, who wants to give Wet, yes.
I did the summary last time, so I'll defer to Sean.
You watched today. Yeah, I cannot do it today because I don't.
Yeah. I watched it earlier, but I don't take notes on cartoons because I'm an adult. But so Mariner yawns in a meeting and the captain gets mad, so she starts giving her shitty jobs to do, but she makes them fun because that's her whole thing, and then they promote her, and that's what makes her angry, and she realizes she sees that life as an upper person on the ship is boring and dull and shitty. And then in the meantime, they're pulling a ship that has a terraforming liquid on it. It turns any inorganic material into organic material. So it ends up taking over the ships, and the captain and their daughter have to work together to fix it, and they do it. It's great. What's Eugene Cordero's not doing anything, but the doctor lady, she fucks up some guy's ascension ritual, and she spends the whole time trying to help him ascend. And that was I like the end when he does ascend. That was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
that was really funny. That was the part I really liked. I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that show could be good. And then that's basically it. Broad strokes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that refreshing short synopsis.
Nice and brief, baby.
Yeah. Because now I remember the show.
Yeah.
Like, we all watch the show. Everybody who's listening to this, they watch the show. They know what happened. Maybe you don't have it right there. You listen to like 4 of these and you watched these like 3 weeks ago. And you're like, oh, which episode was this? I was like, oh, yeah, that's the one. It opened up with a Tellarite, which is one of the pig aliens.
Yeah,
so it's very boring.
they're in Discovery a lot, if I recall correctly.
Oh, they're in it some. They're in the original series. They're one of the founding members of the Federation. They're the pig aliens, right?
Sure.
It's the humans, Andorians, Vulcans, and Tellarites are the 4 founding members. They weren't in TNG because Roddenberry said don't get any of that shit in our stuff, and yeah, so they whatever.
They look like Gamorreans from Star Wars. Continuing your unforgivable flub.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are the pig.
Yeah, Jabba's guards.
The pig aliens in Jabba's. Yeah. Okay. And so there's the references in this one. Like there's the Tellarite. Oh, and the terraforming tech. Did it remind you at all of the Genesis technology from?
Oh, I didn't.
Sean, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, oh my God. I mean, the Genesis, in addition to Genesis being my favorite book of the Bible, it's maybe
also your favorite.
My favorite Star Trek technology.
You were a Genesis guy in the console wars when.
Oh my God. Oh, it was
I'm surprised no one's made a Phil Collins joke on all this yet.
Oh well, thank you. It was right there.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
I'm a big Phil Collins. Tarzan is my favorite Disney movie.
It's the peak of his work.
Yeah.
That song will be in my heart.
Get the fuck out of here.
I know. No. I hate that too. No, you're correct. In that fucking Gene Shalit over here.
When In the Air Tonight was all Anyways,
thanks, Wade.
Maybe it's not a thing. Yeah, but I was like, oh, it's
no. But
it's
you're right
there.
that it does resemble, at least in function, the idea of the Genesis technology.
Yeah, but I mean, terraforming is also a pretty common sci-fi.
Yeah. But in the sense that like it's able to take nothing and turn it into organic life that is specific to Genesis.
Right, and this ship is like an ancient ship, right? So they find it, and it's like the also sci-fi trope of the ancient ship with advanced technology.
Right, and that's actually a common trope on TOS, but animated series in general. I had a couple episodes about like finding a derelict ship, and this is a nerd quarter moment for me. But I think they might have misidentified it as a generational ship because they said that the crew were all like cryogenically frozen on the ship. But I might be wrong about this. I intentionally did not look it up before, just in case, so you guys could yell at me because I don't want to deprive you of that.
About what a generation ship is that you can have people breed and have generations.
Right, that was my impression. It's like essentially, yeah, you basically have a city or a nation on a ship, and the idea is the people that leave will not see the end of the journey, but their descendants will.
You know what? I'm going to give this a bit of, I'm too tired to think.
Nerdery?
Yeah, nerdery. There's a better word for it, but I can't think of it right now.
Nitpicking?
No,
I got nothing.
That's okay.
Nothing.
Just yell at me.
Fuck. No.
No, he's saying you're right.
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this to you. I'm like, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, no, because, I mean, I don't know if there's a room for a generation ship of like, well, you're going to be frozen for generations. But yeah, a generation ship generally is how I understand it, is that like, yeah, you're going to have generations of a society. Right. The people that land later are not necessarily going to be the ones that left.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think I'm betting that if you're really strict about the definition, that's true. But I'm not saying this like ruined the episode or anything, but that was just something I noticed.
I mean, my impression of it was that something went wrong, and that's why they're frozen.
Pedantry. That's the word
I was thinking. Yes, I was being very pedantic.
Yeah, what else is new?
Right, but you know what? This time I'm going to give it to you because, yeah, that's the kind of nerd corner shit that I...
Sure,
if I were more on my toes, I might... Yeah.
I pretend to care. Good job, Glenn. Yeah,
Thank you. This is all I've wanted in life. I think I can leave the podcast now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, everybody wins.
Then what the fuck would we do if we can't yell at Glenn all the time?
Yeah, I feel like that's the only reason you guys do this anymore.
It is the only reason I'm here.
You guys have gotten my wife to make fun of me off of the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
It didn't take that much work.
It wasn't that hard, was it?
No.
It's our fault, though. Yeah, that's right, Glenn. Yes. It's us.
That's what I. That's all good.
When your marriage falls, no, your marriage. Your wife loves you very much. I know that.
Yes,
And,
Yes.
I do too.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. You
Yes,
just
I'm
know
glad
better
we've
than me.
established that.
Yeah. If you're looking to me for what your opinion of your wife's opinion of you is, if you're looking to me for your wife's opinion of you, then I would not have good things to say.
If it got to that point, the train's way off the rails.
But anyways, Mariner's first name is Beckett. We learned that this
Yeah.
episode, huh? Yeah.
I think we knew that before. I thought
Did
I
we?
did.
I didn't, because her mom didn't call her Beckett that much. And,
Whatever, Glenn. Just let us fucking learn stuff.
Yeah, I learned it. Maybe you knew it before,
Yeah,
but I
God
didn't.
damn it, Glenn.
I'm sorry.
I'm literally yelling at you for knowing something.
No reason. Don't let us do this, man.
Yeah,
Don't
Glenn.
say you're sorry when we're the assholes.
Yeah, push back.
I feel like I pushed back too much in the last couple episodes, so I'm balancing.
Did you push back at all?
Did you push
Glenn?
back? I don't know.
Hey, I've been editing this shit. I yelled at you guys at least. I can't remember which episode. One of
But
the
it didn't
episodes.
even move the needle for me, man.
Right.
didn't
When you're
even
editing,
clock
you
it.
feel like things get weird, or you hear things differently. I guess.
Well, exactly. My threshold for what I consider to be mean and yelling is probably much lower than y'all's.
That's so funny. Oh yeah, no, in my mind, I've never been mean to you.
I mean, it's all been deserved. I don't know.
Yeah, right. If I were being mean to you, it would be undeserved, and also you'd fucking know it.
Oh, I think he knows it.
No, he thinks he knows it.
So yeah, it's you've seen things we wouldn't believe.
Damn right.
My favorite reference in this whole episode, though, was not a Star Trek reference at all. Hachi Machi.
Yeah.
What is Hachimachi from?
The Critic, man. Whenever you get like
Oh.
a Critic reference, Hachi Machi.
Oh,
Yeah.
Quick side note: you cannot find that goddamn show anywhere. It's not streaming anywhere. You can't buy it on iTunes.
It's all on YouTube, Glenn. Just look YouTube The Critic. All the episodes are there.
All right. Well, I assume they're shitty quality.
I mean, it's SD. That quality shit. Like when you go back and rewatch like old stuff, it's all shit quality. Like anything in SD looks like shit now.
Yeah.
But
Deep Space Nine looks terrible.
yeah, it does. They remastered some of it for the DS9 documentary, but they will never put out remastered versions of it because it costs too much. And nobody buys DVDs or Blu-rays, so what's the
Right.
point?
Anyway, but as you said, so that's awesome. A Critic reference. A show.
The critic is free on Crackle.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'm looking at it
That's
right
good
now.
to know.
Yep, there you go.
All right, I might check that out then. I mean, I've seen The Critic before and I loved it, but it's been years and years since.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like 10 years older than all y'all, so I was watching it on TV when it came on.
Oh,
Why am I
boy.
doing that? Why am I doing this? What the fuck? Actually, I saw I was there. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm old.
You get that street cred. You watched The Critic on TV.
Yeah.
I feel like I watched The Critic when it was on TV, but I was pretty young, so a lot of the jokes went over my head. But then I rewatched it a couple after that, and
I cannot believe I'm saying that. Talk about Star Trek.
Yeah, and the B plot, like I didn't take a lot of notes, so if y'all have things to say about this,
I have a couple of things, but I know I've talked a lot. So if Sean, if you got something to say, I'll defer to you.
No, I liked it. I don't have fucking anything to say. No, because all there is to say is like nerd references that you guys picked up. Yeah, no, I liked. It's up until now we haven't seen Mariner in like a low status position, and it was fun. Like it was good.
yeah, like cleaning out the holodeck.
That was one of the things I wanted to talk about.
Because you've been listening to the Rules of Acquisition.
I haven't listened to the episode, but I do
God
remember...
damn it, Glenn! What the fuck? I'm sorry.
Well, hold on. Leave it. Save it for status report. But
I'm sorry. That was a little harsh.
I do remember.
Edit that better.
I can't remember.
Edit that out.
Okay.
Oh, Glenn, come on. It's no.
No. So, I remember. Maybe I listened to this at the time, but I remember you talking about like the logistics of the holodeck at some point. And this episode, when they first said like, oh, have her clean out the bio. What is it? The
biofilters.
the holodeck biofilters. Yeah. My first reaction was, of course, like, oh God, is it like just buckets and buckets of spunk and
Yeah, like it's really frustrating that you haven't listened to the other podcast that I do now that you're going through all. But I mean, there's a running theme of Rom having to clean out the holodecks with the jizz mop. So I mean,
that's Quark's brother, right?
yes.
That's funny.
Watch the show. Come on, man. What are we gonna do when we get to status report?
Wade, save it for status report.
I know.
Oh, fuck off. God, I'm gonna leave again.
Anyway, so my first reaction like, oh god, is this what it appears to be? And then I think it's a Ransom later, like with his bleeped description, basically confirms that yes, the biofilters are almost solely just the grossest shit.
They use it for that? Oh yeah, it's awful.
He says that's the only thing most people use it for.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you use it for? You could fuck anybody, anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there are any TNG storylines. They're definitely like
Geordi's a creep with it, and
yes, that's right with
Barclay's a creep with it. Barclay's fucking Troy.
Yeah, he has a lot of like Troy stuff.
Yeah, and then Geordi's like creating versions of girls he's got crushes on, and it's kind of dodgy.
There's that episode with the scientist who he recreates.
Yeah, people he's got crushes on.
But in that episode, she's like, oh, I thought about it. It's fine. It's like, I'm not sure a real person would actually react to this situation that way.
Well, it's Star Trek. Everybody's very evolved. They're better than us.
It was very funny to see just this situation. Like, of course, the holodeck has a lot of disgusting cleanup to do.
Hell yeah.
So the other kind of nerd corner reference stuff I wanted to talk about was when they're talking about the Ascension stuff. Which we've talked about this on the pod before, just the running theme of Star Trek that like when species reach a certain threshold, they do ascend and they're able to manifest their thoughts into reality a la magic. And so I thought that was cool that like this has become like a hippy dippy concept in the Federation that like it's like someone who's like super into crystals.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't think I liked the Ascension B plot.
Ooh.
It kind of annoyed me. It didn't, but the idea that any just like curly blonde headed white guy can meditate long enough and get an ascend was annoying to me, because it's usually they're super advanced aliens or they're super advanced or there's some reason they've started to transcend. It's like
it's like an extreme event. I totally agree with you on that front.
Right, or their civilization is advanced enough that it's not. But like,
you're not a big Ratatouille guy.
No. What? What?
Ratatouille, the movie about the concept that anyone can cook.
Yeah, but like if the rat became a non-corporeal being,
right.
It's a very great fucking Ratatouille.
I mean, honestly, the rat controls a man's movements through his hair and uses him to cook gourmet meals in France. I think he basically has the human equivalent of becoming energy.
And I was just about to respond, but Sean, that's a cartoon. But it's got different rules, damn it. Like it's not. This has to operate within rules of the Star Trek universe or whatever. I know.
I understand.
So it's like, and I get the joke at the end, like the whole thing is like, oh, I'm a fraud. I just thought it was that's my thing. And I was like, that's funny.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was from the start. Is like, it's like, people that are really into like chakras and, all these hippy dippy things.
But then at the end, when it turns out, oh no, it actually could work if you're really good at it. And then he was so close. And then I get the joke that, oh my God, when he came to terms with it, what he was doing, and it just worked for him. And then it works. I was like, that's like, okay, I get what you're doing for the joke of it, but just it kind of irked me in universe wise. But
well, and that's the line the show has to walk, is like, it's got to tell these jokes, but it's also in canon.
Yeah, and I don't even want to say it's in canon, because that kind of irks me, because canon is just what we've decided fits in the rules. But
Glenn, stop using the C word.
The C word. Yeah. Man, Glenn, wow, just dropping the C word every now and then, all the time.
Yeah, Glenn, you say the C word so much, it's not cool, man.
Whoa, Glenn, enough with the C word. Yeah.
I will say this, the joke when he's ascending and he says like the universe is on the back of a koala. Why is he smiling? What does he know? I laughed a lot at that. That was very funny.
Oh, yeah. And the jokes at the end, it's just the whole conceit of it happening kind of irked me, but like the joke of it and the whole joke of like, oh my God, it fucking hurts,
right,
was like fun. I liked that it's like, oh my God, it's not a great thing. Oh my God, it's horrible. It's kind of a cosmic horror of
knowledge
of it
and
all.
being.
Yeah, which I like. If you're gonna do that, I like to do that twist. Like this thing that was hippy dippy great thing's gonna be so wonderful. Oh, when I ascend, it's gonna, and then flipping is like, oh my god, it's awful. Was a funny joke. I like the joke, but the whole kind of idea of it was like, well, man, I don't know. Okay, it means me. I don't like joy and I don't like having fun with things. I guess I know that's ultimately what it says about me, but I'm like, maybe I don't.
No, I totally get what you're saying.
Yes, that you're not fun. Yeah, we know.
That's not what I was saying because I'm considerate.
Well, that's what I think about myself every day.
Oh, well.
Yeah, see?
Can't help you there. I was going to ask, so is the Ascension guy, I can't, if you put a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you what his name was.
No.
But was he voiced by...
I'm so disappointed in you right now, Glenn.
Was he voiced by the guy that does Morty's voice on Rick and Morty?
I have no idea.
I think it might have been.
Oh, show that you haven't watched, but you have a billion opinions on.
Glenn, god damn it.
That is objectively not true. I had an opinion on the aesthetic being similar, and that was it. If you play the tape back, which I'm currently editing...
Glenn, aesthetic, you have to watch. Fuck you, man.
It's like, Glenn, you're out of your element. You don't...
Oh, shit, that's who I am. Oh, shit, I'm the Donnie of this group. I better keep an eye on my heart health.
At least according to the briefest of IMDb searches, Justin Roiland is not on Star Trek Lower Decks.
Okay, for some reason, it sounded like him because not only have I seen one episode of the show,
It sounded nothing like.
I don't think it sounded like him at all, and I think if you
all.
watched the show, you wouldn't make such embarrassing mistakes.
Oh boy. Well, I will research this afterwards and find out who voiced, because the voice sounded very familiar to me.
Okay. Well then, don't you think it's from a show you watched?
Oh, if it's familiar, it must be that guy from that show you've never watched.
This sounds so familiar. Maybe this thing I've never seen an episode of. That must be it.
Yeah, that's probably.
I feel like you are misconstruing my position.
No, Glenn. No.
You're just taking my words and the things that I said to make me sound like an idiot.
We are holding up a mirror to you, Glenn.
I have heard, and I have a solid memory of what Rick and Morty sound like. Oh my
Memory's a fickle bitch, Glenn. I don't know if that's right.
Well,
this is incredible. Oh, I don't know how I feel about Star Trek, but I do love doing this podcast.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck.
I am very disappointed that it wasn't the same guy, because that would have been a beautiful vindication for me.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
Is it possible? Is it possible IMDb... I'm going to go full truther on this. Is it possible IMDb hasn't been updated yet?
It's not me. It is the children who are wrong.
IMDb is updated as fast as Wikipedia is. So,
yeah, it's
no. I would.
Yeah, no.
It's possible. I guess he might have done it accredited.
I'm gonna do independent research on this, by which I mean I will also look at IMDb.
Yeah. Okay.
All
good.
right. Well, you're wrong.
I know I'm wrong.
Yeah. Two guys who watch Rick and Morty. We can tell you.
So, anything else? I wrote down conference room chair meeting. I don't know what that means.
So they had a when she is first promoted, the first thing she does is sit in on a meeting where they're talking about what chairs to get in the conference rooms from now on.
Oh, and she gets to go to the poker game, which is a TNG kind of...
Yeah, well, I thought that was kind of a funny thing, is all the stuff she was doing, poker game included, were all the things that the crew does in TNG, is they play poker together, they watch each other's shows, which, another side note, the one-man show... Oh, I didn't see you beam in there. Another line I really... Very funny. Really liked.
Very good.
Yeah. Was it... No, it was last episode that had them with playing...
Yeah, I think it was the last episode that had them doing, the concert.
That was, almost Was that a clip from, The Sword? This was a metal band that sounded like she was playing with the heavy metal music. But, never mind. That was last episode. I missed it. I blew my shot. Fuck. Never mind. Moving on.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're referring to.
I've completely lost
when she's playing guitar and it's too loud, it sounds like a band.
No, I know what part of the show you're referring to, but I don't know what band you're
The Sword is a heavy metal band from Austin. It sounds like a riff from one of their songs.
Oh, well.
That's all I was saying.
Hey, you guys got to watch that Halix documentary I sent you. Very
right,
fun.
from the... Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah, I remember you saying
The
that.
like Star Wars band at Disney World. It's crazy.
Very strange.
Yeah, it's worth a watch.
Captain like vocal jazz. What did I mean when I wrote that down?
That was also in the before the one-man show. The captain is scatting, and then she says that's why scatting is like being a captain. It's in the notes you don't scat.
No, right. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think I like this captain very much. I think she's trying too hard.
I think it's I don't know. It feels weird to have a captain who like the only prism we see her through is one of like hating her daughter, who's one of her subordinates.
That didn't bother me. I just think when she's just like she's trying too hard at being a captain and doing I gotta be I was like, I don't know, it's fine.
What is I mean, she does seem like genuinely incompetent.
Yeah, I mean the captain's she just seems incompetent. She's like too desperate to try, like, and
It's a bummer. That's not what you want from a
right. So they also sometimes I say, oh, you're a great captain, but then sometimes she's just like, oh, I need a cool thing to say when we go to warp. It's like, just like, you're trying too hard. It's captain
Right.
and show, just, you know, relax into it a little bit.
right, and then the dumb guy has the idea to give Mariner the shitty jobs, and she does the thing where she just like repeats it like it's her idea. It's like, oh, that's not. I don't want a captain doing that.
Yeah, and then she Tom Sawyer's it with the betting on who can do it faster and everything.
Yeah, this was my least favorite episode, but I certainly did not dislike it.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like the episode on a whole, I'm not like super enthused about, but there were like again like the koala. Why is he smiling? The I didn't see you beam. And there were jokes in this that I think I liked more than any other.
I rather liked it. I mean, you finally had the "Don't you do sarcastic Vulcan signs at me," which they use in every like next on thing. It's like, oh, it was finally in this episode. It's a fun joke. Like, oh,
yeah, I thought the jokes are good. I don't mind like a light Boimler episode. He kind of sucks the air out of a room.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Boimler when he does it, she's like, it's not as cool when you do it. It's like, I know. It's like, oh,
it is cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's great. Yeah.
The Carol, oh no, you didn't, or whatever, that made me laugh. Yeah.
This was probably the funniest episode.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, like the story, you know, they were kind of middling on, but like the jokes were like really good in this one.
And that's as long as they do that. Like, I've liked the story more in other episodes, but wished it was jokier. Like, I think Benny would have liked this episode a lot more than like the ones he watched, probably. Like, I think this is like sort of the joke heaviest one, and I like it. I think as long as it's like in one of those places, then I'll watch this shit forever.
I totally agree.
All right.
Another thing I liked, just two other quick things I really liked seeing. I just liked seeing the cleanup after like a crazy Star Trek episode. Like you don't normally see how they restore the ship back to normal, and so seeing like the kind of it reminds me of like the cleanup crews in like Monsters Inc. that go in like with the vacuums and stuff.
Right.
That was fun. And then the sensor bit, I feel like Sean, that probably went entirely over your head.
I'm sure. Yeah, I figured it was something.
TOS, they just Leonard Nimoy in particular just says sensor.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. I didn't even pick up on that, but it's a funny bit to me just because, I mean, it's like...
Right, I liked the bit.
It's like a Biggest Dickus, Monty Python joke,
Right. Yeah, I assumed it was poking something, but...
It was specifically... I think probably other people did as well, but like the biggest offender was Leonard Nimoy. Like he always
Well, the bit works without knowing that, so there.
That's good. That's good to know.
It's still funny.
That's the ideal joke for them to have on the show. One that kind of, scratches both of those itches.
Right, and not the one where there's just a statue of a man at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, not a fan of that. Fuck off, IO9. That was not the best cameo in Star Trek.
Like, it's not a cameo.
Not a cameo. Unless Cole Meany's in that sound booth, it ain't a cameo.
Right. Yeah, then it's just a waste. What you got Cole Meany stand there and not say anything?
Right. I mean, that's funny. That'd be funny.
That would be the best joke of all, because he don't probably come cheap and all access doesn't want to pay for him. Yeah.
Well, that is kind of the potential fun, if they're willing to shell out for it, is that pretty much any surviving Star Trek cast member, I guess obviously continuity restrictions, but every continuity appropriate Star Trek actor could appear on the show.
It's a little C word. It's not the C word, so you're safe.
Yeah, that was close. I veered away from it.
I don't know if they're... Yeah, I don't know. I'd be surprised, but someone might show up.
Yeah, I mean, like, reportedly, Worf was not in Discovery Season 1 because he wanted too much money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like, well, it's because he's like, oh, he's been in more Star Trek than anybody else as Worf. And so it's like, well, we bring him in as to show off the new Klingons and put him in the new Klingon.
I would have hated that.
oh, it would have been awful. Like, but then the rumors like they tried to, and he's like, you're gonna try and pay me like streaming scale. Fuck off with that. Like, I had a rate that I was getting.
Good for him.
But yeah, but he's been trying to get that Worf show going since before.
Oh, really?
All Access was a thing.
Well, then you better be cool with a streaming rate.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'd be interested in watching like a kind of Picard style old man Worf type thing.
Oh yeah, I mean James had a whole plot like idea for old man like Emperor Worf but finish watching DS9 and then maybe we can talk about that.
Is that a good segue, or is there more you guys want to talk about the episode?
Yeah, it's a segue. I think I'm mostly done talking about this episode.
I
liked it.
I liked it.
The Ascension thing kind of rubbed me weirdly. I saw that they were going like, this is a thing in Star Trek, let's make a joke about it. But it kind of like irked me a little bit about the way they did it. But overall, I actually really liked this episode too.
I'd say like story, B-, jokes A+. Like really on board.
Okay.
Well, in that case, to segue, there's a point in the episode where the captain says, "Give me a status update," and I was like, "Oh, so close."
Is there a point in the episode where the captain says, "Kill me, put me out of my misery"?
No, but what about this?
Yeah, we will. Oh boy.
It's a very joyous noise. I don't know why you're so sad to hear.
Yeah, you normally we start screaming go, but now we're just
you've resigned. You
we're
resigned
just
to
dead
the torment of status report, which is
They tortured Jack Bauer in China for 5 years and he never said a word. I think about that a lot.
Did I watch that season of 24? I can't remember when I stopped watching.
Well, that's season 5. That's like the most.
Oh, then yeah, I must have seen that. Then I feel like I watched at least till like season 6.
So I'm not asking for a percentage of 24 you've watched, but have you even watched any Star Trek? You've not listened to any Rules of Acquisition. You haven't watched any DS9. So what the fuck are we even doing here in Status Report?
Well, as I recall, last episode I was challenged by one of you guys. I can't remember who, because
to watch more Star Trek.
To watch at least one new episode of Star Trek to me.
And we covered that fucking All Access does not count.
Well, Wade, you'll be happy to know that I have watched all of season 1 of Deep Space Nine since we last spoke.
Oh, okay. Where were you at before?
I think I was 7 episodes in, so I watched about like 13 or 14 episodes.
See, you're really dropping the ball on the status report if I have no idea where the fuck your status report is.
Well, if you're genuinely curious, I know you're not, but I'm going to say it anyway because fuck off.
I just want your segment to be the best that it can be.
I don't.
I for one am committed to Sparkle Motion, but the current percentages, factoring in Lower Decks and the first season of DS9, 47.46%. I am getting so close to the halfway point. I'm about 11% through DS9, I think. Oh no, I'm actually more. 21.53%. I was misreading the chart. But yeah, I really enjoyed season 1 on the whole. I think of all the characters, I think I like Dax. I do like Dax, but I like Odo and Quark best. I love their dynamic. I assume we'll see more.
That's the right answer right there.
What's that?
That's the right answer. They're the best characters on there in some ways.
I would watch a show just about the two of them going on like adventures. Like it's such a fun Rene, I don't know how to say his name. Rene
Auberjonois.
Thank you.
We got it wrong for like 6 seasons of.
Gotcha. And I'll listen eventually. But he's so great. Like he has such a. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's almost. It reminds me of like Alfred. Like maybe like Michael Caine's Alfred or something, but with like more of like a.
Of course, it's a Batman reference you're going to.
Well, of course it is. Have you met me?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I said of course.
Stick to what you know. But anyway, but it's this like sardonic, like super sardonic. Like I love his character. Quark is such a fun, bastard with not a heart of gold, obviously, but he's got some redeeming qualities. Like just really great dynamic between the two of them specifically.
Yeah.
I like Dax. I get the feeling they didn't give her a whole lot to do that first season, but I feel like they, throw some interesting tidbits about her past in the first season.
Yeah, the problem is that the actor has really struggling with, to her problem, but also the writers are struggling to write for that actor too, so it's a problem.
Random fact I discovered, she is now married to Leonard Nimoy's son.
Yes, she is.
Yep. And then other characters, Kira. I'm willing to give her a chance, but the first season, I'm not super fond of that character.
Well, I tell you all my thoughts on this, but they're all there in that other podcast.
Available for download on the iTunes store.
I'm not even gonna say that anymore, but because people already know it. If they're listening to this, they've already listened to that, so we don't need to redouble up. That's
fair enough.
Tell me how great Duet was. That's all I really want to talk about from season 1 of Deep Space Nine.
Sorry, remind me. I get the episode titles mixed up. Which episode is that?
Oh, come on.
The
Holocaust
episode. Give me a second.
No, that's the Holocaust episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about.
That was a really good episode. That was really good. The one with the Cardassian who pretends to be
Yes.
Yeah. That was an episode I didn't like at first when it's while I was watching it. But seeing it all,
that's a bummer because that's as good as Star Trek gets. That's
like a really good Star Trek story. It reminds me of my reaction to The Survivors from TNG, which I think is the season 3 episode. That's the one where they go down to the planet and something's weird with this old couple, blah blah blah. Yeah, it was like I love it when an episode clicks into place with its resolution in Trek, and obviously this is one of those cases. So really, really good episode. Good Trek in general.
All right, I found that underwhelming, but
you found the episode underwhelming.
No, I found the episode. Never mind.
The episode's fantastic.
I'm being a dick again. I found your response.
I will the concept of someone trying to.
No, we don't have to.
You just made him go on a longer wait. This backfired.
Fine. But yeah, on the whole, I really liked season 1. I'm gonna try and kind of pick up the pace a little bit, and I'm gonna try.
Yeah, and you're gonna listen at 3 times speed through the podcast. I get that.
They don't the Apple app at least only lets you go to 2 double speed as the max.
Okay.
Audible lets you go, I think.
Don't do that. No, 2 is too fat. 1.5 I can handle.
No,
but it's not. Yeah, if we were.
Listen to things how they're meant to be listened to.
Well, I don't want to talk about this. We'll save it for another day. But one last thing for status report. I am thinking. I want to pitch this to you.
You promise?
Well, I don't know now. That attitude. No, but I want to pitch something to you guys. I thought about changing the title of this segment because, status report is something they say on Star Trek, but as we saw in this episode of Lower Decks, they sometimes say status update. So, it's not really a consistent thing. And I thought about maybe calling this Dilithium Trophy.
No.
What? Next.
Why?
Next.
That's not even a thing. I mean,
it's like a platinum trophy.
Nope.
But it's dilithium.
Nope.
What about Latinum, gold press Latinum trophy?
No. I'm not trying to video game this segment for you, Glenn.
Status report. It's clear what it is. It's a Star Trek thing. Move on.
No, we're not going to Xbox Live this shit. It's not a games podcast. I told you we're not allowing that.
All right, well, that's the end of the status report then. The name remains.
Yeah, wee woo. Let's go.
The nays have it.
Yep.
That's all. Star Trek's great.
Yeah, all right. That's Under the Bridge, everybody.
Well, wait. Do we agree on the sign off being the self-destruct code?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So we should get this in line for the next episode. Be like, entering blah blah blah.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I don't remember. Just push the button and
pushing the self-destruct button now.
Yeah. Push the button, Frank.
But I'll keep talking true to character. And now you guys get to listen to this beautiful song, hopefully, that Sean made.
Oh, Galuch has the lyrics. He's putting it together as I don't know. He'll get it to you eventually.
And of course, thanks and gratitude to Christopher Galucci, our sound guy.
He's the guy that did this. Put the
theme song together.
Yeah.
Our musical consultant.
Sure. He made the theme song.
Yeah, he made the theme song.
He doesn't get a title. He made the theme song.
And and thanks a lot.
Yeah, seriously.
Thanks a lot.
We appreciate it. Did a great job. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hoosh.
Hey guys, can we pause just for a second? Sorry, and we can keep recording, but I got to step out for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're fine.
Jeez, what do you think he's doing? I mean, he will hear everything we say later. So
Yeah, he will. I think he's cranking off.
yeah, obviously. You got let me turn my camera off. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh geez. I mean, you're in the bathroom. I'm in the basement. Doors closed. Nobody's.
All right.
Nobody's
pull
coming
up
down
another
here.
tab here and.
Pretend I am responding to what you guys are saying, and just real quick.
Yep. That's what I was doing at the beginning of this episode.
Oh, I was wondering. I knew it was something. All right, we're good here.
I was like, he'll cut all this. You better.
Hey, sorry about that, guys.
You're fine. Everything okay?
Yes, I just had to take a huge shit. It's just
Yeah. All right. Good. Content.
It's somehow you guys like secreted that to me.
Yep.
I hope you keep that in, Glenn. But I know
I'll think about it.
You should.
It'll be a hidden track at the end.
like I said, like I got a baby now, man. I know people don't like shit content, but it doesn't faze me none.
It just I swear I was trying to hold it in, but it's just like it just reached a point. I was like I have to leave.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Please,
Yeah.
the two of us, we get it.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
This is a safe space.
Sometimes I feel like I just don't get Star Trek. Sometimes I feel like I'm bumming out weight. I don't know DS9, Nemesis TNG. Maybe it's hopeless Discovery Sun. Picard was fine, I guess. Never seen Wrath of Khan. Voyager Enterprise sounds like gibberish. The original series, I guess there's a cartoon. I always wonder where's Star Trek for Sean. Hushing look at lower decks. A funny cartoon references other Trek. Without pretentiousness, Tawny Newsom and Jack Quaid. Eugene Cordero, Star Trek for the common man. Finally found my place. Hey, yeah. Self-contained adventures, stakes that are realistic. Different parts of the ship, and not just the bridge. There's maybe a romance, doesn't matter, who cares? Sci-fi adventures, no high concept schlock. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day, hearing Glenn's status report. It drove me insane. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. God, it just went on and on. I had no escape. Hey, yeah. Shut up, Glenn, please just shut up. Glenn, shut the fuck up, just stop talking. Star Trek lower